Hello there, everybody, and welcome to the first shiny hunting video for my birthday. This is actually future Travis talking to you. This is after my birthday, but I lost audio. I still have all the great footage from my birthday, but I lost the audio. So, yeah, we're going to be working with that. So, now I've started replaying the audio. I'm just going to talk over it. It's a real shame too. I was all dressed up in a nice business tie and everything. You'll see that a little bit in the in part two of this, because part two I didn't lose all the audio for, but I did lose it all for part one for some bizarre reason. So anyway, here we are. Decided to do some shiny hunting for my birthday. So we're playing Pokemon Legends Arceus. I'm lowering my chair here because I try to get in the camera better. I could have adjusted my computer, but I think this is actually better. Okay. Plus, I didn't want to mess up my setup. It was a lot easier to move me than to move the whole thing. So, we're playing Legends Arceus, and my shiny hunting for this is very simple. Wherever there's a mass outbreak, regardless of what species it is, just go for it. And it looks like I gotta move my camera again. I forgot I had moved my camera during the middle of the recording. So, as you can see, I was messing around with the settings. I'm just gonna keep hovering here until we until past me gets that figured out. We good yet? Nope, past me is still working on it. I didn't realize I took that long to fix it when I started. When I did my stream originally. Okay. Getting closer. I think I need to add a green line to the top there before I'm finally done messing with it. There we go. Alright. Alright, good as new, I guess. So yeah, like right there, for example, Onyx was at a mass outbreak. So we're going to go shiny hunt Onyx for a few moments. No rhyme or reason to it. I'm not going to spend the whole episode looking at Onyx. I'm just going to go from one mass outbreak to another in an attempt to shiny hunt. And maybe I find some, maybe I don't. You'll find out by watching this video. Speaking of which, if you like what you see here today, and you like shiny hunting and all that, or you just like seeing my lovable face thing every week, drop a like, comment, subscribe, you know, all that YouTube nonsense. I don't know how you drop a like, but you get my point. So just give me a like or something, and that way I can keep making this stuff. This way I can continue to improve the channel, improve the videos, maybe improve the equipment so I'm not losing my audio every, like, fourth video. I don't think it happens that often, but it does seem to happen more than it should. So yeah, just gonna do some shiny hunting. I'm not playing at the moment because, again, this is future Travis talking. Future Travis. But yeah, I had a lot of fun doing this. This was a pretty good birthday to shiny hunt for. I did not know this at the time. Oh yeah, I forgot I ran in the coin there, so I had to do a battle before I could do my shiny hunting. I did not know this, or if I did know it, I had forgotten it until recently. But fun fact, in Pokemon games, on your birthday you have a slightly higher chance of getting shinies. I do not know the exact odds. I do not know how much higher. I don't know if it's just an extra reroll or if it's significant difference. For example, an extra reroll would just give you one more chance of getting the shiny, whereas if you increased odds from like 1 in 500 to 1 in 100, that'd be a major change. So I don't know if it's a major change or just another roll or what, but in some capacity you have better odds of finding a shiny on your birthday in Pokemon games, and I've kind of put that to the test unintentionally during this stream that ended up being broken into 2 videos. So yeah, I went into this not knowing that. But now that I do know that, I may at least do some shiny hunting each year on my birthday. Just knowing you have that extra chance. But anyway, so we beat up Coin pretty easily, as you saw. So back to the shiny hunting. As you can see, as a common theme on this channel, my main playthrough character, green and white, always rocking the light green and white, it seems like, whenever it's an option. I mean, look at my border for my webcam, for example. And Onyx would be great here. It's a green shiny. I'm going to do my best with these shiny hunts to not say if they're a success or failure beforehand. I'll try to comment as if I'm in the present when I'm talking specifically about them. I did use Ice Beam a lot here. And I made the comment, I remember making the comment at the time in the stream. The reason I went for Ice Beam instead of Wave Crash when Wave Crash would have been 4 times effective is that A, Wave Crash has recoil damage, and B, Onyx's special defense is so bad that Ice Beam was going to be plenty to take it out, whereas Wave Crash would have been working against the physical, so it would have been about the same amount of damage. I think they would have been one shot anyway, but this was at least saving me some health, so I wanted to work through the Ice Beam first. But yeah. It is a little odd playing a game where there's no Earthquake. Like, as a ground move, everything's high horsepower or something like that. Or Earth Power. So that I still can't get used to that. I'm used to everything using Earthquake. We've got a random Hippowdon in the mix now. It didn't make it into this battle, though. It's just me against 2 Onyx. I've said this before in past videos, but it's been a while. Fun fact about Pokemon, the name is both plural and singular. So, like, if you see 1 Onyx, it's an Onyx. If you see 25 Onyx, it is 25 Onyx, not 25 Onyxes. Or Pikachus. It's Pikachu. Like, you use the same name for both plural and singular. And for anyone that disagrees with me on that, I refer to you to just about any episode of the anime. They'll see a whole herd of Pikachu and go, look at all the Pikachu! Not, look at all the Pikachus. So, just a fun fact there for anyone that didn't already know that. I mess it up every once in a while myself. I'm not coming down hard on anyone that does say it wrong. Because I caught myself doing that the other day, talking to my daughter. I was telling her about, what was it? All the Blastoises I've had over the years. I was like, no, I'm sorry. All the Blastoise I've had over the years. And she kind of laughed at me and pointed a finger at me like, ha ha, when I messed up. So, yeah. So I do it too. No one's perfect at that. It's very different than what we're used to, so it's understandable. But fun fact, it is supposed to be both singular and plural, their names. So Basculegion taking on some more Onyx here as I'm just trying to get rid of a few and see if we get a shiny to appear. Getting real low on health, though. I've really grown to like the female Basculegion a lot more than the male one. I think it's because with that light blue, it's not quite a green and white color scheme, but that blue is very light, so it's close to like a green and white color scheme. Also, Basculegion's move pool is a lot better for the special side than it is the physical side. And the female has higher special attack than the male does. So, naturally, the female has just kind of been more fun to use since it's got better attacks at its disposal. The only thing I would change is that Basculegion only has Wave Crash as far as water moves. Like, it's only got physical water moves. Hopefully, if you can use it in future games, it'll have access to things like Surf, or Hydro Pump, or Scald, or something that the female could actually make use of that. But as far as the non-water moves, like, basically, in this game, Wave Crash is better on the male Basculegion, but then everything else, like Psychic, Dark Pulse, whatever, is better on the Psychic. I mean, Psychic, Dark Pulse, Ice Beam, whatever is better on the Shadow Ball is better with it. And it doesn't really learn any physical ghost moves either. Like, it gets Shadow Ball and it gets Wave Crash, which is Wave Crash, again, great for the male. Shadow Ball, great for the female, but they don't really have any attacks that are, like, good for both of them. I mean, they both have, like, the female has high enough attack, you can make physical work, and the male has high enough special attack, you can make it work. But it's just odd that when one specializes in one more than the other, that their movesets aren't really all that different. So So I think we're at our last Onyx here, and it looks like we haven't found a shiny yet. I don't remember if this was the last one I saw or not, to be honest. I think it was. Yep. So unsuccessful on the Onyx shiny hunt, but we did fill up some of our Pokedex by beating 10 with water moves. Time to report back to the professor, get some Pokedex points, and then after we go back to town, we can see what the next mass outbreak is, and hopefully have better luck on the next one. I'm gonna get a drink of water real quick. I'm getting thirsty. Yeah, it's a little bit harder to do these videos where I'm just commenting the whole time as opposed to playing and commenting. Because when you're playing and commenting, you can just say what your thoughts are that moment. Like, I'm going to go left. I'm going to go over this rock. Blah, blah, blah. When you're talking a few days after the fact and just talking, it's a little harder to keep it going. I'm getting better at it since I have had a few times like today where I've had to re-record something. I'm sorry, I was just checking to make sure my audio was still going this time. But it has taken some adjustments to do a video this way, especially if it's an entire video as opposed to fixing up some of it. Like, it'll release after this video, but part 2, I only have to pop it. Future Travis only pops in for maybe the last 15 minutes or so. This video, I have to pop in pretty much the entire way because of the lost audio. It's so weird how this played out. Because during the stream, my audio was perfect. But because I don't have the best internet where I'm at, the visuals were a little stuttered. But then on the recording side of it, my visuals were perfect and the audio was lost. So it really makes you wonder why it wasn't the same for both and why they were the opposite. But hey, you just go with it. So now we're fighting Magmar. We're trying to find a shiny Magmar. I would love to get a shiny Magmar. I believe it's pink. It's either pink or yellow. I think maybe depending on the game. I think it might be one of those Pokemon where it's different based on what game it's in, like where the shiny got changed. I could be absolutely wrong with that, though. Let's see. Generation 1. Magmar. If I can find it eventually in the scroll down list. There we go. Yeah, it's like a pinkish color. Was it ever something different? Nope, he's just always been pink. Alright, that's fine with me. But, yeah, pink's a very cool color for Magmar. Pink and red instead of the yellow and red. I remembered it was it was either red and pink or orange and yellow, but I was having trouble remembering which one it was. But it would be really cool to find a shiny for. I feel like Magmar is probably one of the easier Pokemon to find a shiny for in this game because there's always so many Magmar in this spot. Even when there's not a mass outbreak, you could just go here repeatedly and eventually get one. Or even maybe find a shiny Magby and then evolve it into Magmar. So, I feel like it's one of the easier ones to get if you really want to put in the time to get it. Like if you aren't getting mass outbreaks. Obviously, if you're getting a mass outbreak, that's the best way to go. But if you aren't getting a mass outbreak, I feel like it's probably one of the easier regular Pokemon to find a shiny for. Arceus has just been great in general for shiny hunting. The odds aren't a whole lot better, but there's just so many Pokemon at the same time that, I mean, let's say the odds are 1 in 100. I don't think they're that high, but just for argument's sake. If they're 1 in 100 and you fly over 100 Pokemon at a time, you're going to have pretty good odds of finding a shiny. You know, if it takes you 5 minutes to fly over 100 Pokemon, how long is it really going to take you if you spend, say, half an hour flying over 600 Pokemon? How long is it really going to take you to find one that's shiny? Especially if you're not picky over what species you're looking for. So So I don't think it's that the odds are necessarily so great. It's just there's so many daggone Pokemon that, like, you can't help but run into shinies occasionally. And I do like that, though, because it does keep them rare, but at the same time give you what feels like a more realistic chance of getting them. So, yeah. As you can see, we got burn there. I think the burn, I don't know if it just impacts physical attacks in this game, or if it's physical and special. I know a lot of moves like Calm Mind, for example, affect both defensive stats and offensive stats instead of one or the other. So, those are some of the things they changed in this game. Oh, sorry that you keep seeing me mess around my mustache. It's due to be trimmed, and that's why some of my words may sound a little slurred from time to time, because I think the edges of my mustache are actually starting to curl into my mouth. It's not quite that dramatic, but you get the idea. Don't be shocked if in a couple videos that part's trimmed up a bit just to make it easier to talk. But, yep. If I seem more tired than usual, I started a new job this week. I'm not going to go into any more detail about it out of respect for that company. But when you work a job plus this, and I'm having to do all the recordings at night after a long day of work, you might understand why I'm a little more tired. But I really enjoy doing this, so I'm still going to try to find enough energy to get it done. I'm sure that once I'm more acclimated to the new job, that I won't seem that much different than I did before having it. Right now, I'm still sort of transitioning schedule-wise. I haven't had a consistent sleep schedule, or I haven't gone to bed at the same time. I haven't woken up at the same time. I've had days where I've woken up right when I need to get ready for work, and I've had days where I was up an hour early so I could take my time. So, like, once I have a more set schedule and things have settled down a little bit, I don't think that me being tired will be much of an issue. All right, so we're 0 for 2 so far on the stream. Stream video. I mean, it was a stream. Now it's a video. You get the idea. I'll probably refer to it as both throughout the video and stream. Okay, that one was on purpose, but still. So we got 2. As you can see, we don't have any hordes. So in this case, what you have to do is you have to just pick a location, go there, and then come back to the town. I'm not sure if I go back to the town immediately or if I do just roam around for the heck of it first. We'll find out. I don't remember, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know what I was doing here. I'm going nuts with the cursor. I think because I shiny hunted Onyx earlier, I decided to fly over and just for the heck of it see if there was an Onyx. Fun fact, I do have a shiny Onyx, not from this game, but from Pokemon Go, that has been transferred into Pokemon Home. And I think I was looking like, I think I came back over here because I was thinking, oh, if I found a second shiny Onyx, or if I found a shiny Steelix, I'd have the duo. So, like, I think that was the thought process. But, obviously here, it looks like I'm not finding anything. I will spoil one thing, that, my shinies I found, if I found any, were in the mass outbreaks. I did not, for this video anyway, find any just randomly wandering around. I did, after both recordings, play on my own time and get a shiny Glalie while just wandering about. Funny story about that, I didn't know it was shiny at first, because the only thing different about shiny Glalie is its eye color. It changes from blue to red, but alpha Pokemon in this game have red eyes. So, I just thought at first it was an alpha Pokemon, but then when I got closer to it, I saw that the eyes were actually red instead of having those, like, red lights placed over its eyes, so to say, that the alphas have. So I encountered it, and sure enough, when I encountered it, the sparkles came flying out, so I knew it was shiny. But yeah, so that was fun. That was technically after my birthday because it was after midnight. It was like 12:05 or 12:10, something like that. So technically my enhanced odds of a shiny were gone at that point, so that really was just a random luck shiny. But that one I feel okay talking about because it was not on video, so it's not really a spoiler if it's not something you're going to see. So, yeah. So yeah, after that short little trip, I'm going to go back to town, and then we'll see if there's any outbreaks this time. So, but yeah, that's the easiest way to shiny hunt in this game is to just check out the mass outbreaks. And then if a mass outbreak ends and you didn't get a shiny, maybe fly around and just check it out, check out the area. But yeah. All right, so we have one mass outbreak, so not much of a choice, but we'll go check out Piloswine, see if we can find a shiny one there. So, I forget what I was doing here, because clearly I wasn't doing anything right away. There we go. Do-do-do-do-do. I realized that Piloswine's out there now, so I gotta go that way. Ooh, man, that was a big one. Big yawn, that is. But yeah, this game was so fun. I actually think I saw one of the bandit sisters there. I forget their official title, but they're the bandits. But I got lucky enough I didn't get close enough that she wanted to start a battle. So we found our Piloswine outbreak. And I do remember messing up and having to battle a bunch of them. So I don't think they're all going to be caught in Pokeballs here. So that first one was... Alright, we got a few so far. We're 3 for 3. 4 for 4. 5 for 5. Maybe I guess I misremembered that. I don't remember starting off that strong with trying to catch them. Oop. Hit my table there. It looks like everything's still going audio-wise. Alright, they're eating. Chucking Pokeballs at them. Ultra Balls to be more specific, but I mean, they're still Pokeballs. Alright, 3 straight busted out. So now we're batting 500 again. That one broke out. So 4 straight that have broken out. And now we battle. Alright. So Basket Legion back out front again. I have really enjoyed in the Arceus game both Basket Legion and Overquill. I love the stupid name for Overquill. I love it so much. It makes me think of Halo with the Overkill voice. Every time I throw it out, it's like, now coming in about Overquill. So I caught an alpha Quillfish as well, so my Overquill is just huge. I love it. It's easily my favorite Pokemon from the Hisui region. I do think that Basket Legion is definitely second. I love them both. I kept both on my team the whole game. I will at some point like to do a Arceus playthrough on the channel. It probably won't be a Nuzlocke because there's not as much trainer-to-trainer battling, and there's not as much... because all the Pokemon roam around free, it's kind of hard to do the, oh, you're limited to pick this kind of thing. Although I guess people have found ways to get around, like, Let's Go and Sword and Shield with that. So I guess that aspect would work. But also with just the sheer amount of damage that the wild Pokemon do to you, I feel like that would be hard to keep a Nuzlocke going. But I would like to play the game. If I do do it for a video series, I will probably just go from point to point, like just focus on the story checkpoints instead of all the side quests. Maybe with exception to, I might do some of like the legendary Pokemon side quests. But for the most part, I would just go from story point to story point to story point. But yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that at some point. But I do want to finish, at minimum, I want to finish the Pokemon Shining Pearl Nuzlocke first. And I'd likely want to finish Pokemon Dash and new Pokemon Snap first. Because Pokemon Dash I actually had completed at one point, but YouTube lost episodes 3 through 5, so I got to make all 3 of those again. And for new Pokemon Snap, I just need maybe 1 or 2 finale videos. I'm not going to get the 1, 2, 3, and 4-star for every single Pokemon, but I would like to have at least 1 photo of every Pokemon in the photo decks. And there are a few I missed from the DLC courses, so spend 1 or 2 episodes finishing that up. And then I'll consider that done. So if I could get those 3 Pokemon projects finished, I would probably follow it up with playing Legends Arceus. And then as far as other projects, Maneater is still being worked on. The problem with Maneater is I usually do longer recordings for that, so I have to have more time to do it. Also, it didn't quite have the same view count that some of these other videos have had, so the priority for it is not as high. As you can see, we finished off the last shiny hunt and still unsuccessful. So now we're going to go try for Ursaring. Ursaring has a cool shiny. It's green. It's that light green I love, just like the border around my webcam. Just like, well, the clothes are a little bit off but on the game, but that's the closest I could get to the light green I like. So Ursaring would be a really cool one to have. Or Teddy Ursa. It's not the same light green. It's more like a, it's a different shade, but it's also a lightish green. Teddy Ursa would be cool too. And then for some reason, Ursaluna is red when it's shiny. I hate it when shinies just change color like that. Another good example being like green Carvana becoming pink Sharpedo. I wish they were either both pink or both green. I hate it when you have a very beautiful shiny you love and then it just drastically changes colors when it evolves. Dragonite being another one. Dratini and Dragonair are pink, but for some reason Dragonite's green. So, like, that always bothered me. But, oh well. So we caught a couple. A couple have broken out and are getting ready to fight me. I thought I was throwing a Pokeball and I threw something at him instead, so that wasn't great. We're going to start a battle. So we got Basculegion, the male, out there this time. Trying to keep it even with the female as far as levels go. But, yeah, I mean, as far as plans for the channel, as I was talking about, I want to finish all those series that I mentioned. And then after that, I have a lot of new projects I want to try. I want to resuscitate the Paper Mario Origami King series from, gosh, I think years ago at this point. I want to play a game called The Company Man that looks very interesting. And, of course, I have other games I enjoy too that I would like to get some time, spend some time with on the channel here. So I got a few different things planned, but I got to finish what I'm working on before I get to them. I might even do a countdown. I've been working hard on trying to do trying to figure out what resources I would need to do a countdown video. Sorry, I had like a weird like hiccup burp thing there in the middle of the sentence. So you might even see a countdown at some point in the future. But like I said, I gotta get some of this other stuff done first. I hate having projects on my channel that are not finished, so I want to finish a bunch, and then I'll start some new ones. There are some that haven't been finished for a reason, or that will be revisited later for a reason. For example, I never finished my NHL 2003 season mode that I was doing. Granted, it was through exhibition, but I was keeping track like a season mode. One of the things I am gonna do is I got the NHL 22 for Christmas, and I'd like to set up an expansion team on that and make a series out of it. So that's part of the way. There we go. There's a shiny in the background, and I remember at this point, I was screaming my head off because I was so worried it was going to run away while I was in the middle of this battle. I was worried I lost it forever. I was trying to keep a calm face, kind of like, okay, I'm calm. Well, hopefully it's there when the battle's over. Inside, I'm like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I lost it. What an idiot. Trying to get through this battle as quickly as I can so I can find out if the shiny is still there or not. Get a little bit of help from the rain here, making Wave Crash do a little bit more damage, but it's not one-shotting. I didn't even care that Basket Legion was going to faint here. I just wanted to get out of this battle and go try to see if that shiny's there or not. Basket Legion did hang on. And to my good fortune, the shiny was still there. I immediately started a battle with it. Look at that beautiful green. I love it. Only way it could be better would be if the ring was white. That green, get like a green and white color scheme. All right, so take out the other Ursa ring first, so we don't have to worry about it. We can just focus on the shiny. But yeah, so the reason NHL 2003 has not been finished is because A, licensing issues with the music. Like, I know one of my videos had to be muted at points because of the music. And B, I want to do an NHL 22 series at some point. That'll probably be the latest out of all these other ones I'm mentioning. So yeah, I have plans, even for those long-forgotten series. They are not truly forgotten. I do want to get back to them. It's just that with me running the show by myself, I can only really focus on like a handful of series at a time. So, at the same time, I do have new games and new ideas I want to explore. So we're probably looking at 1 or 2 new series while also finishing 1 or 2, like in a group of 3 or 4 at a time. And then when those are done, moving on to another group of 3 or 4. May even mix in some shiny hunting occasionally. Of course, I got the draft league that we're doing. But, yeah, I got more stuff coming. If everyone's willing to be patient and wait for it, I'm willing to keep putting stuff out there. I just don't know the order of when everything's going to be coming out, because it kind of depends. If I get a night where I can just sit at my desk here and do like 3 or 4 recordings worth of recording at a time, maybe we get Maneater wrapped up. If I get 30 minutes for recording time, then it's going to be something faster like Pokemon Dash. So, just kind of depends on how things work out. So I've got the Ursa Ring at about half health, and I'm paranoid at this point. I don't want to do any more attacking to it because I'm so worried that I'm going to beat it by accident. So we're throwing heavy balls because I have a million of them. It busts out. It uses high horsepower. Now I start getting worried because if it does manage to beat Basket Legion, then it can start using things like Double Edge that could hurt itself against my other Pokemon. So I'm really getting the sweats right now, worried, oh man, am I going to lose this shiny? Oh man, am I going to lose this shiny? I don't want to lose this shiny. I've only lost 2 shinies ever, and one of them wasn't really lost. In Let's Go Pikachu, I had a Rattata show up one time that I purposely chose not to get to keep my chain going. And then I got shiny Grimer later, so it's sort of like I traded the shiny Rattata for the shiny Grimer. And then the other shiny I lost was a Squirtle popped up in Let's Go Pikachu when my daughter was watching me, and I hit the wrong button and ran away from it. Real great gamer move there. It's the only shiny to this date she's seen me interact with. She's been in the room with me when I've caught shiny Pokemon, but the only one she's ever watched me, like watched my screen or watched the TV while I was trying to get one, was the one I ran away from. So that image has been saved into her memory. So at this point, because I'm worried about Double Edge, I say the heck with it and start throwing Ultra Balls instead. And we get it. We've got a shiny on my birthday screen. Green Ursaring. I love it. And I'm never going to evolve it because I don't want a red Ursaluna. I love that green. Now, if I ever get a second shiny Ursaring that's the same gender, because Ursaring is one of those Pokemon that has gender differences. So if I get a shiny male and a shiny female, I'll probably keep them both because they are technically different. But if I get like I forget if that one was a male or a female. I think it was a male. If I get a second one that's the same gender, I will go ahead and evolve it for the sake of having shiny Ursaluna. But there's no way that I would ever get rid of that beautiful green color if I had the choice to keep it. Man. Like, you talk about wanting a shiny on your birthday, getting one that's your favorite color. I mean, that's just an added layer of excitement and enjoyment. Oh. Random sneeze there. Oh. Real pleasant for me to be doing on video. But hey, allergies hit when allergies hit. You don't get a lot of say in that a lot of times. Oh. But yeah, so we've successfully had a... Let me start that over. We have definitely had a successful shiny hunt no matter what happens the rest of this video, because I got a shiny Ursaring. No matter what, we got a shiny at some point. That would not be the end of my shiny success on my birthday. I'm not going to say if it was in this video or in the second part, but I definitely did find additional shinies. It's a pretty good birthday shiny hunt. But I definitely think the highlight was getting the green Ursaring. That was my favorite one of what I got, just because of the color scheme. I love it. It is a male. Fun fact, I'm bigger than the Ursaring. It is, that Ursaring is 5'11", 245. I'm 6'4", I'm sorry. He's 5'11", 245. I'm 6'4", and I'm around 250. I kind of fluctuate. Some days I'm like 248. Other days I'm like 254. So I'm kind of rocking the boat back and forth around 250. So I just thought it was funny here. I caught this bear, and I'm bigger than the bear. Right now, I'm just going through my shinies I had caught in this game so far and telling you which ones I got on purpose versus which ones I didn't. As far as mass outbreaks go, I got Turtwig, Cascoon, and Zubat from going to mass outbreaks, so they were sort of intentional shiny hunts. All the others were just random shinies I came across while playing the game. With the exception of Ponyta, that was the quest for a shiny, like the free shiny they give you. I did notice that Ursaring has a timid nature, though. That's not great, so if I ever want to use it for competitive, I'll have to give it a mint. But that, or I could be the world's first trainer to use a special attacking Ursaring. That'd be something. So let's see. Next on our list, we're gonna go shiny hunt Kricketot, because it's here. Cricketot's one of those shinies. It's not a big difference. Like, I think basically whatever is black on it turns into like a navy blue. Like, it's not a major difference. But it would be a shiny nonetheless if I found one. There's an alpha one that I actually mistook as being part of the outbreak there for a second. That's why I approached it. But obviously I changed course. Kricketot would be one. I don't know if I would want to see a shiny Kricketot in Arceus. I'd almost rather see it in, like, Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl, because I'd be worried it would run away from me. I've already had one scare. That shiny Glameow I got earlier, I was terrified I was going to lose it when I saw it. So, like, it's the shinies of these skittish Pokemon can be very scary to deal with in Arceus, because if you mess up that first throw, that might be the only throw you get. Whereas at least the ones you can battle, you might get to throw a ball at them more than once. Or you don't have to worry about them running away. Oh, I gotta sneeze again. It's kind of a combination of blowing my nose and sneezing, if that makes any sense. My allergies are so random. So some days it's like nights that they hit me, and other days I'm fine at night, but they hit me in the morning. Other days it doesn't hit me at all. Some days it hits me both in the night and in the morning. Who knows? Alright, so trying to get this last couple Kricketot to go away. So I can see if we're done. We are done, as it says the reported Pokemon are gone. So, back to Jubilife City again, or Jubilife Town, I think it is in this game. And, judging by the timer, I can't remember if we did another shiny hunt or not this video. I know what Pokemon I found the shiny, like, I found as other shinies for during this stream, but I forget how much of the stream is in this video and how much was in the other video. So, I don't remember, to be honest. Let's see. There's let's see, we got 9 minutes left on this old recording, so that might be enough for another outbreak. I don't know. We'll find out. Right now, I'm standing there like a moron, just kind of not doing anything. I wonder if I'm signing off or something at this point. Nope. Okay, so we're going to give it one more look. We got Ralts and Murkrow. So in a situation like this, I do get to pick specifically which one I'm going to shiny hunt, because there's more than one option. But, yeah, this has been in my, the best way to intentionally shiny hunt, I feel, in the game, is to just go for mass outbreaks, especially if you don't care what, like, if you're just looking for a shiny and you don't care what Pokemon it is, mass outbreaks, best way to go. If you are shiny hunting a particular Pokemon, like let's say I decide I want the green Onix, for example, then it's better to just keep going to that area over and over and over again and seeing if a green Onix appears. So it kind of just depends on what kind of shiny hunting you're wanting to do. I know another shiny hunt I've been working on for a long time that hasn't had any fruits for my labor yet is shiny Regice in Sword and Shield. I have both a Sword file and a Shield file that are both shiny hunting for it at the same time, and I have not had any luck in like over a year of trying. I might try streaming that occasionally, or if I don't stream, at least doing a like a part 1 and 2 video type thing, kind of like I'm doing today. So probably some more shiny hunting on the horizon. I don't know how many shiny hunting videos I'll make in the future, but I'll probably at least do the Regice one just to mix it up and do something different, because that hunt is starting to get to that point where it's grindy and stale almost, because I've been at it for so long trying to get that Pokemon. So making a video for it might help keep me from getting bored with it and moving on to something else, if that makes sense. I really do want shiny Regice. You're going to hear me say Regice and Regice. It's been pronounced both ways in the show, so both pronunciations are acceptable. But Regice, its shiny is very subtle. It's not that much different from the regular one, but no one ever seems to want it. And I am a big fan of Pokemon that people don't want or overlook. So because almost because everybody else likes Regirock and Registeel's shinies better, and the fact that Regice is just my favorite of the Regis anyway, and yes, that's even including the new ones, and Regigigas. I'd say Regigigas is probably second, but on my Regis list. But Regice is my favorite one, so if I'm going to get a shiny of any of them, I should get a shiny of that one, right? So I want to get a shiny of that one first before I even attempt the others. So I may do a shiny hunt for Regice. I don't know if I'll do another one after that, but I'll probably at least do a shiny hunt for Regice. Or Regice. Like I said, both are acceptable. I'm not going to get on anyone's case for saying Regice instead of Regice. You'll hear me refer to it with both names. I tend to say Regice more often, but I'd say it's like a 75-25 split where I will say Regice a couple times. I like, for example, a good example is just right there when I said Regice, I didn't have to stop and pause. So I obviously say it often enough. I didn't have to stop and think about how I was saying it. But so right now, to get back on topic, sorry about that, everybody. It's hard not to monologue in a re-recording video like this. We're shiny hunting Ralts. it'd be really cool to get a shiny Gardevoir because, you know, Gardevoir looks like it's wearing like a black dress. Or even if I got shiny Gallade, if it was like a male, not Curlia, Ralts. Fun fact though, I actually am not. I am actually a fan. I think it's funny. I like to have the male Gardevoir, um, because in the old days before Gallade existed, Gardevoir were male and female, and I believe my competitive Gardevoir is a male. So I just kind of have run with the joke of having a male one. Um, but I would take a male or female shiny one because it's a shiny. But I do think it's kind of funny to have a male one. Just because everyone expects it to be a female. Kind of like just having a female starter. Like if you had a female Charizard, everyone always expects Charizard to be a boy. So sometimes it's fun to have like a girl Charizard and throw everyone off. Especially with if you have like Attract or something like that on the Pokemon and like no one's expecting it. I love messing around and having creative movesets. Like, I think one of the worst movesets I ever came up with, and I mean worst as in like despicable, not worst as in ineffective, was a moveset. I forget what Pokemon it was. I think it was like a Delcatty that had like Headbutt, Thunder Wave, so it had Paraflinch, Attract, and then either like Confuse Ray or Supersonic, something along those lines. So like the poor opponent being attracted, confused, paralyzed, and possibly flinched. Like, what a terrible, terrible thing to go up against, especially if you don't have like a ghost type. Oh my gosh, I mean that's just such a nasty moveset. So it can be fun to throw some tricks like that at your opponent sometimes. So male Gardevoir, just a fun little trick to show it, to throw at your opponent sometimes because they aren't expecting it. Yeah, their shinies look great, Gardevoir, and like right now I'm trying to figure out where this other Ralts is because it says I haven't got them all, but like I don't see any anywhere. I know I had one time, it wasn't a Ralts, but there was a Pokemon that got stuck inside that rock when I was shiny hunting, so I just kind of, like for a mass outbreak, so I just kind of beat up all the Pokemon except the last one, and then left it alone and hoped it wasn't a shiny. It was inside the rock, so I wouldn't have seen sparkles or anything if it was a shiny. There's no way of me knowing. But there was no way to interact with it. You couldn't battle it or catch it because it was inside the rock. That was a lot of Ralts. 13 Ralts. Alright. So that is pretty much the end of the first video. I think the only thing I have left to do is to go back to Jubilife Town. Get some points here on my Pokedex progress report. Pokemon Legends Arceus is a fun game. It does have a lot of issues. It is, certainly in the quality aspect, it is not as high up there as past Pokemon games. But the gameplay is about as fun, maybe more fun, so it kind of evens out. I do hope moving forward that they can keep this kind of gameplay, but do better on the quality side. Because honestly, I don't need a Pokemon game every year if the quality's going to dip. I would like to see one maybe every year and a half or 2 years if that's going to be the case. But seeing as this was their first time doing this kind of thing, I can understand there might be some hiccups. But overall, I'd say the game was really good. I think the worst rating I could give it would be like an 8 out of 10 because I'm a Pokemon nutcase and I love Pokemon games. Everything with a Pokemon stamped on it. And best case scenario, maybe a 9 out of 10. I don't think I'd go as far as saying 10 out of 10. Now, shiny hunting, I'd say 10 out of 10. But for the overall game, I don't think I'd go as far as giving it a 10 out of 10. But I'd say a solid 8 or a 9. Sword and Shield would be higher in my opinion. There was more there, I think. But that doesn't mean this game's bad or anything. If anything, that's praise for Sword and Shield. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell. You know, all that YouTube
so again,
nonsense.
I'm just checking out the specs.
And
on
let me
my,
know what you thought of this
Ursaring
video.
I'm
If
so
everyone
proud to
liked it
get.
enough, maybe I'll do more shiny hunting on the
Very
channel.
excited to have it.
Um, so yeah, just that's the end. That was the end of the original video. If you can tell by the volume going off for the background music. But if you liked what you saw here today, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, all that YouTube nonsense. And I'll see you tomorrow with my second half of the stream as a video. And thank you again so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.